It's so funny. It's like the way the brain works when you have to do these type of things. It's so different than working a 9 to 5. And in that culture, because my business partner, you know, both his parents were cops, and they're like, you work for 40 years, then you retire, and that's how you do it. And like him and I have been on the same journey of like getting our financial freedom, you know, on the alternate route, not doing that. And we always have conversations, and it's funny because I'll be around his house, and his parents look at him crazy because now he was a police officer too, but he was able to retire early. And his parents were like, well, what are you going to do? Like, they feel like you're a bum if you don't have a job.
Yeah.
And so, like, he always has that pressure to, like, work somewhere. And, like, because, like, even his dad, both of his parents retired from the police department, got pensions, all that stuff. They jump into another job, you know, and they're, like, older now, but they still working. And I just think it's a funny, it's just a different kind of mentality.
It's what the society taught them. That's what they were trained or washed, or if you want to call it brainwashed, to do. Like the society tells you, you go to college, you get your little degree, you get your trade or your whatever you do, and you just work all your life, and then you retire at 65.
And I think one of the big things that is the problem is that used to work. Like, you could have a good lifestyle like that, where like
it still works for some
you
people.
Could have one person work, and then either you or your wife could stay at home with the kids. You know, you still are able to do vacations. You have 2 cars, blah, blah, blah. That was the life that people could live, you know, the 50s, 60s. And now today, that's not really possible. So that lifestyle doesn't even exist, even though
you're not going to be satisfied.
Right. I mean,
it's the mentality of just like trading time for work. Once you realize like you can make money outside of just trading time for your work. I think people are starting to see that shift. And yes, it's definitely a harder life when you don't have a 9 to 5 all the time, because it's a lot of sacrifices that you take.
Risk.
But the reward is much, much greater. I have freedom, I have time. And then while I was in technology, a lot of the startup companies, when they exit out, it's 1,000 times whatever you invested in. So it's like, it's a lot of risk and but it's a lot of upside to it if it wins.